Good morning, students. This is my third video after class test 1. In this video, you will know about working with Windows 7. This chapter I have divided into two parts. First part I will discuss just now, and the next part you will know in the next video. Now, students, first of all, you have to know what is Windows 7. Windows is an operating system. There are different versions. You must have heard the different versions of Windows operating system. I'm going to discuss about the Windows 7. You already knowing why we use the operating system. If you have to communicate with your hardware, OS will help you. So first of all, when you buy a PC, first of all, OS must be installed, and then you can work with the application software. Now, next topic is how to start and shut down the computer. Everyone is knowing. If you have to start and shut down the computer, then first of all, while starting, you must have to on your UPS, and then your CPU, and then your monitor. Now, after a few seconds, you will see your operating system gets loaded in your PC. How to shut down? First of all, before closing your computer, you must have to check whether all the applications programs are closed or not. First, close all the applications safely, and then use start button and then shut down. Turn off is also there. So using that one, you can be able to turn off your UPS. But once your system has been closed, you must switch off your UPS too. Next one, basic components of a GUI interface. You see, my dear, this is the basic operations, basic components of a GUI window. You can see it. This is my desktop. You can see the icons, the small pictures having its name that are called icons. You can see the start button. You can see a long bar, that is taskbar, where your applications which have been opened by you, that those all applications gets displayed over here. You can see the notification area also at the right side, where you have date time control also. Understood? So these all you have read before, so I am not going to discuss this one in deep, my dear. Next one, basic operation of a mouse. You see, if you are having a mouse, then you must have seen your left, right, and the middle one. The left mouse button we are using for selecting any item. Yes, or it is also used to draw the picture. If you have to draw the picture, then you can take help of your left mouse button. Understood? But if you are holding the left mouse button, then if it is related to icon, then your icon will move from one place to another place. Now, next about the right mouse button. It is for the properties. If suppose you want to know the properties, yes, of your file folder, you can go for that one. Even if you want to know details about the text, like synonym, cut, copy, like that one, for that you must have to use your right mouse button. But before that, you must have to select the text. And the middle one to scroll your pages up, down. Yes, you can do it. Next one is using a keyboard. You can see your keyboards containing many keys, like escape key, functions keys. You are having print screen key, scroll lock, yes, pause. You are having your nums pad, also numeric pad. You are having your caps lock. You are having QWERTY keys. Many keys. You are having control keys also. You can see on the screen, I have labeled each and every part. You can understand those keys very nicely. This already you have read in standard 3rd, 4th or 5th classes. Understood? But then also you can understand. Yes, you can see, my dear, escape, your functions keys. You can see print screen, home screen, pause. You are having the numeric keys. You are having cursor movement key. Here you have insert, home, page up, delete, end, page down. You have the numeric keys also having the special characters too. You can see tab, you can see cap, shift key, control alt delete, space bar, longest keyboard, that all. Now students, I will explain you how to use gadgets. First, go on the blank area of the desktop, use gadgets. Now you see here, there are different icons you can see related to calendar, clock, CPU meter, currency, whatever, which you want to place it. Yes, on the desktop, my dear, that you have to select. I have clicked on this one. You see, calendar has come. I want the CPU meter. You see, CPU, whichever you want to bring the gadgets on the desktop, you can do it. Understood? Now, the next part is sticky notes. If you want that some notes must be, yes, they are on my desktop. In other way, you can say this is just your, yes, what, giving attention to the user. Yes, to the user. That means whoever will sit here can know the schedules. So if you want that there should be a schedule at the top right side of on my desktop, then you can go for the sticky notes. I am showing you how you can do this one. First, click on start. Go to programs. Click on accessories. And see here, sticky notes there. Click on that. Now you see the note has come here. So I can have the schedules like 9 to 10. Suppose maths. 11 to 11:30. Computer. Yes, like this reminder, yes, you can have in the box, and later on whenever you will on your PC, you will see this sticky note placed at the top right. You can place anywhere. It depends on you where you want to place it, my dear. And according to that, your attention can go directly. Your attention will go directly to the, yes, which one? Sticky note. You can remove also, just click cross button. Same way for your gadgets, click cross button. You see, you are having the cross button. This is for close. Same way for your calendar, whichever you want. And many other topics are there. You already done, my dear. I hope you have understood everything which I explained through video. Thank you very much, my dear.